Hi friends, it's Friday, October 3rd, 2014. Lynn and Jamie here, continuing our assignment. The instruction seems to be to work with the galaxy in our healing session today. So we're offering ourselves in service to heal the root causes of the galaxy's misalignment with her soul plan and whatever they represent in such a way as to trigger the awakening whose time has come. And we also have some interesting physical symptoms that could potentially serve as clues to what's going on with the galaxy. And one is that we are both experiencing feelings of exhaustion. And the other is that both of us have an interesting soreness in the heel of our right hand and to a lesser extent in the heel of our left hand. This is interesting because one of us is left-handed and the other is right-handed. So, but the pattern is identical. So, with that as a clue, we can begin. Somebody's saying, what do I notice? I notice that the higher soul of the galaxy believes that there's still learning possible in this physical experience.
That's true.
The guides say, what else do I notice? Well, what we noticed this morning is that the galaxy is lying in her boudoir in what is a condemned building.
Yes.
Everybody else has moved out. It's condemned. Some hotel that was glamorous and has fallen onto hard times and is now condemned, and that she is staying there. And off in the distance I can see the demolition equipment headed this way. They're on their way. And she is having a little fantasy that she can stay there as long as she wants.
That's true. That's true. And not just that she can stay there, but that
it's still glamorous.
Right, that it's still glamorous. And she's just holding on to this belief that's no longer relevant.
No. And so I see how it is for all of us, how difficult it is to let go of our lifestyle that to all intents and purposes looks as if it could continue.
That's true.
It's truly no longer relevant because we see the demolition equipment headed our way.
It's true.
But it's hard to let go of it, and we want to stay in our boudoir that's decorated just the way it always was and the way we liked it, and everything is so comfortable here and it's so lovely just the way we like it. But unfortunately the demolition crews are coming.
It's true.
The building has been condemned. How are we all like this? Me too, me too, me too, me too. Asking the guides of the galaxy, how may we be of service? She just wants to live in the fantasy.
Yes.
Leave me alone.
Right.
I'm very ill.
Right.
Asking how may we be of service. Walk down the hallway.
Yes.
It's that same hallway from yesterday.
That same long, long hallway.
The door at the end of the hallway. Whoa. This time I walked down it really fast. That was fascinating. And here we are, and the meeting is in progress.
It's slightly different from yesterday. It's quieter, more somber. Yesterday it was loud and kind of raucous.
That was exactly the word I heard.
We seem to be passing things around. I see papers being passed.
I see the papers.
Yes.
But there are also some things, some objects.
That's true. I also see objects.
These are representations of the problems, quote unquote. And I'm reminded of a session we did where there was a car repair project going on, and the liver, quote unquote, needed to be replaced. These things are like the livers.
Yes.
These are, but they don't look the same as that.
Right. Like representations.
And again, what are livers? Livers are detoxifying organs.
It's true.
And so the detoxifying organs aren't working. These are being passed around, and these are models of detoxifying organs in various places that have been circled in red as problem areas, quote unquote, on the map. and the problem area detoxifying organs are being passed around. It's look at this. No wonder this isn't working. Look at this thing. It's defective. Clink, clink. Someone said, well, let's see what's really broken and see whether or not it can be repaired.
That's true.
And so they opened up. It's like a box, but the box opens up, and then
it's just awful.
It's a mess. It's a mess. And it's like the light beings who say, see this stuff? Once this stuff is on it, it's bad.
It's bad.
And that stuff is on the equipment, on the machinery.
Oh, yeah. All over.
All over it. Now the car repair metaphor is somehow being included in this real estate map metaphor. It's like the maps open up, and I see into what looks like a car engine, but it's all gone bad. Everything is bad.
Yeah.
And now it's morphing again, or being shown another way as a body that's going into organ failure, where one organ fails, pushing the next organ into failure. Like the liver fails, which pushes the kidneys into failure, and now the heart's going, and then the lungs are going. The organs are shutting down, and this can happen. This is part of how death, quote unquote, occurs, is organ failures.
And there are people who are trying to argue it, and the others say, well, we've seen this before, don't you remember, right? And they say yes.
And they pull out the books, the record books.
Right.
Here it happened here and here and here and here. It is not something that we like, but it is something that is known. It's a known pattern. True. And again, the discussion is now what to do, and everything has already been tried.
But there is a very tall being sitting in like the corner of the room watching.
I see that being. I was just looking at him and thinking, well. And he's saying, give them time. Their time, they need to be given their full opportunity. The moment their time is up, he takes it to the next level up. Let's go over to that tall being in the corner and ask, is there anything we can do to help? How may we be of service? We also know our toggle switches are set wrong. He goes, aha!
That's true.
We're drawing energy from the wrong sources. We're drawing it from food and sleep and things like that, when we know we're supposed to be drawing it just straight from source, and our toggle switches are set wrong. All of a sudden I see a bank of switches and some technicians who look very capable.
Yes, like NASA.
Yes, it looks like NASA. And then there's some switches low down, really low down, like near the floor.
Yeah.
And those are set all wrong. They're set all wrong.
Yeah.
So let's at least clean this up and scrub it and spray WD-40 on it and try and get it clean. What they represent is harder to determine than how they should look. Not like this. Now you know what it looks like? Is train wheels. Train wheels kind of rusted shut or rusted into frozenness.
Yes.
So let's take it as our working theory that this train is in the wrong place. It's like it was on a siding, like a train that has gone onto a siding and has been sitting there so long that the wheels have rusted to the rails.
Yeah.
And now it's time to get off the siding and get back on the main track and go. Our wheels are rusted to the rails, and we began to think that it was supposed to be in place.
That's true.
We forgot that this was a train.
That's true.
Now I get it. This is a train. So now that's kind of like we've worked with this, and now we just try and push it from behind, like rocking it, like 1, 2, 3, push, try and get it to move, just unfreeze a little bit.
Because it like budges a little bit forward, but then rocks back.
It comes right back into place.
Right.
But it does budge a little bit forward.
Budge.
That supports the theory that it is a wheel, right? That these are wheels?
Yes.
Let's ask for beings of the light who know exactly what to do.
They're kind of dressed like old-timey train.
Yes, the train
in the red
engineers, stripey, blue and white with red piping. Well, let's us work too, because when I stop, they stop. So all I can do is like chip away
Scrub
at
a little,
it,
yeah.
like with small tools. To me, it looks like dental hygienist tools, and I'm using dental hygienist tools to unstick this railway car, which is not very effective. When what we need is some big, powerful. We need a locomotive in back of us to push us.
That feels true.
So let's just ask, is there a locomotive available to come push us unstuck, just get us unstuck, and then maybe we can keep going? Well, again, I see the the demolition crew coming toward the old hotel. I have the feeling that's the locomotive, right? Merging with these wheels, well, they clearly represent unwillingness to let go of old ways. These wheels are very happy sitting right here.
Right.
They have forgotten being any other way.
Right.
All they remember is just right here.
Right.
And they want to just stay right here because this is the way I've always been. I've always been right here. Why do you want me to move? And so we notice how helpful it can be to just change something, anything about our routines, and then it helps us break other routines.
Right.
That is what we're doing right now, right? That's what we're doing in our life right now, is take it down to tile, so to speak. Take the life down to tile, whoosh, and make a new life from start. Old life is over. It's over. Take it down to tile. We're not doing that anymore. I see the NGO guy. He's so great. He wants to help us push this train forward. He says, what are you doing? Just waiting for the engine. Okay, so he'll help us. Here comes the French woman.
Yes.
She says she'll help.
Rolling up her sleeves.
She's rolling up her sleeves. Okay, let's just put our shoulders to it. Let's see what we can do. Well, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It rocks back and forth, but I don't feel like we're able to get it over the hump.
It's like we're rocking on the hydraulics almost. And the wheels are still...
They aren't doing a full revolution.
Right.
Let's tune it to the vibration of moving forward. Merging. We can only heal what we can sustain and merge with. Let's tune all of us to the vibration of moving forward. And I hear the singing. Ask the guides for the galaxy what to do. Again, they're showing me that room where the meeting is going on, and they're showing me the tall being in the corner.
Yes.
And they're saying, don't worry, little mouse.
Yes.
Don't worry, little mouse. You try, because it's good for you and it builds up your own muscles. But when the opportunity window has closed for that level of choreographer, that really tall being, the split second the window closes, he's going to stand up, grab up those plans, and shoot up. And look up to the room upstairs.
Wow.
They're ready to take action.
That's true.
You see them?
Yeah.
Looking down through the hole. Hi, guys.
Hi.
They're ready to take action. Everyone's being given their window of opportunity. By trying, we ourselves are helped. Those who step up to help are helped.
That's true.
It's how the system works.